very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Welcome. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Today is our Take the Points day. It is, we've got a big crowd to show of things to talk about, even though I don't have a big crowded room here, as my fellows can't be here today. Jamie is working at the school, and I think that Weeze was working the golf course, or playing golf today. They have that. They have a men's league, and I don't know where Lucas is. Lucas is probably locked up in some volleyball of some kind for his daughter, but. It's just going to be me and the TV today. We've got all kinds of things to talk about. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk a little World Cup soccer. It's ending Sunday. I hope you've gotten your fill of it, because after Sunday you're just going to have to go back to watching baseball, and that's fun too, or golf. And then we'll have about a month and a half with no football, no soccer, nothing on green grass, no major championships are all over after this weekend. Month and a half of basically doing nothing. We'll find something to talk about, though. It's don't get depressed. It'll be okay. We'll be fine. As let's tell you a few things going on in and around the community today. Here on this beautiful Friday, July 17th. Now, they're hollering a little bit of rain. I don't know if we'll get it or not, but it's in the forecast. So we'll see what happens here today and tomorrow. So, but just a little bit, not much. Probably just those little popcorn showers that pop up time and again. Today at the Clay County Health Department, starting at 8:30. Actually, it started a half an hour ago. Back to school vaccine clinic. The Clay County Health Department hosting their back to school vaccine clinic from 8:30 till 5 today. This is going to be at the health department in Flora. Now, I believe they do some other dates elsewhere as well, but today it is in Flora. That's, of course, still at 12th Street. They haven't moved it yet out there to the hospital, but it's the construction's underway. Appointments are not necessary, but are appreciated. Appointments that can be made by calling 662-4406. That's, again, the back-to-school vaccine clinic. I think they have a slew of vaccines that you're supposed to take before you start school, or maybe before you start kindergarten. I think some more at 5th grade, and I think some more at high school. So they'll get you all straightened out. They know what's going on. What else is going on today? Now, this is fun. We're going to talk a little bit more about this later in the show. But tonight is I believe it's the 5th or 6th annual Effingham Jam. This is presented by Kerner Distributors. It's not just a barbecue festival. It's a full-on summer celebration of smoke, sauce, music, and community. It's going to be in downtown Effingham. It's one night only, 5 o'clock tonight till 11 o'clock tonight. It'll be a good time. The hometown throwdown amateur barbecue competition will kick off an evening of mouth-watering eats, live music, family fun, and backyard bragging rights. Rally your crew of grill masters and compete for trophies. There's going to be top hog honors, grand champion title, plus a cash prize for the overall winner. Live music, a kids' foam party, cold drinks, plenty of incredible barbecue to make this one of the summer's cannot miss events. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. As last year, but the point of this is that all the money they raise at this thing, they'll have a raffle ticket. You can buy raffle tickets to raise money as well as buy some barbecue, and that helps raise money. Last year, the Effingham Jam raised $15,000 for the Effingham Chamber Scholarship Program. That's fantastic. All proceeds from the event go directly back into the community through scholarships, supporting local students as well as adult learners pursuing their education. Come hungry, bring your friends. Support local. They'll have the raffle going on all night long. I've got a ginormous set of events here going on. Let's see. Now they're going to have the raffles. The raffle's a $10 raffle ticket, but there's only going to be 250 sold. They've got all kinds of cool stuff on to give away. Ham City Jam demonstration. We'll get into I'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit, as well as Bubbles and Foam Party. This is the kids area. Chalk Touch a Truck. Tractor train rides. I don't know what a tractor train is. That's going from 5 to 8. Food trucks, vendors, beer tent, going from 5 to 10:30. That's between 3rd and 4th Street there in downtown Effingham. That's on Jefferson Avenue. Of course, the throwdown challenge. There'll be a band going at 5 o'clock and a band to 6:30, and then a band going at 7. I didn't hear who they were, but they're going to get folks good. What else is going on to this weekend, ladies and gentlemen? Now, that was Friday only. This next one is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's up at Beecher City. It's the 2026 Beecher City Corn Fest. From tonight, they'll have the big fish fry from 5 o'clock until 8:30. They'll have a big red, white, and blue tie-dyeing station. I don't know if you bring your own white shirt and then they'll tie-dye it, or you bring a dark shirt and they'll tie-dye it. Who knows? I'd suggest you bring a blue T-shirt and they'll tie-dye that. Inflatables, an all-American, I'm going to have to put my glasses on, an all-American outfit contest, live music with the Hip Huggers tonight, and then a glow run at 8:30, a 5K glow run. Tomorrow, a full day at Beecher City at the Corn Fest with Mason's Pancake and Sausage Breakfast. It's starting at 7 o'clock. 10 o'clock is when the parade will be running. That is America's 250th is the theme. It's at 11 o'clock, Inflatables, Petting Zoo, BCCC tent, snow cones and water, 11 a.m., Big Spike Hammer, bluegrass music. You can't go wrong. As well as plate dinner starting at 11 o'clock. That's going to go all the way to 6 o'clock. Kids Demolition Derby. I have no idea what a kids Demolition Derby is going to be. Fishing rodeo, greasy pig contest, bingo in the Clue Center, and then Molly Seaton music, as well as Briar Rhodes Band. That's just today and tomorrow. There's more on Sunday. Check it out up there in Beecher City. You'll have a ball. Also, this weekend tonight, Friday night, the one, the only, the legend, Ted Nugent, the Nuge, is going to be at the Effingham Performance Center at 7 o'clock on Friday night. The Nuge started beating on my first guitar around the age of 5, strongly influenced by Chuck Berry and Bo Diddley. He knew he wanted to pursue that type of sound and attitude. Early bands paved the way for the Amboy Dukes, and it was a feisty cover of the Dukes' psychedelic journey to the center of the mind that kicked young Ted's career into hyperdrive. The Axe Maniac broke out as a solo artist, and you know how long ago that was? That was in the mid-'70s that Ted Nugent broke out as a solo artist, signed with Epic Records. He earned the nickname the Motor City Madman. That's all tonight. Hits such as Cat Scratch Fever, Just What the Doctor Ordered, Free for All, and the iconic Stranglehold. If you haven't seen, I haven't seen Ted in concert, but I've been told about the shows. He used to shoot an arrow across the stage, a flaming arrow shooting a target. I don't know if he still does that. he might still do that. He had burning guitars. He had all kinds of fun stuff. You'll just have to go to the show tonight and find out exactly what Ted's got going. On Saturday, what's going on? Down at Fairfield, they got the golf course hosting a two-man scramble. That'll be golfers across the area invited to compete for a two-man scramble set for says Friday and Saturday, June 18th and 19th. That means Saturday and Sunday, June 18th and 19th. Tournament features flights based on the number of entries received. I got some friends coming to play. I'm not going to play. I got a bad knee, but there's some friends coming in. The Emperor's New Clothes, spelled it wrong. Emperor's New Clothes, Missoula Children's Theater is going to be going on tomorrow. That's at 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock at the Salem Community Theater. This is $5 online or at the door. So, and the Missoula Children's Theater, they come down from Montana to Salem every year, and they teach kids how to act and do stuff. It is a ton of fun, and then tomorrow's when they put on the big show. So you're going to want to see that. The annual Omega Ice Cream Social is set for Saturday, 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Also, speaking of local talent, an improv showcase at Centralia's Cultural Society on Saturday night, 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock. You're invited to watch the Little Theater Players perform live improvisation. Tickets are $10 for adults, $8 for patrons, and $5 for students. 4 games and chances for 2 audience members to host a game. That sounds like... whose line is it anyway, or something like that. I mentioned the Ham Jam demonstration tonight at the Effingham Jam. The Ham City Jam is actually on Saturday. It's 10 a.m. to 4 o'clock. It's at the Hendelmeyer Park, and this is where all the skateboarders get going. This is fascinating, watching these skateboarders. It's a skateboarding contest and community day for skaters of all ages and skill levels. Ham City Jam contest is for any and all ages. Just pick up a skateboard from folks who just picked up a skateboard to folks all the way up to the pro level. 16 years of Ham City Jam it's been there 16 years. That's fantastic. So give that a shot. Also, last thing I'm going to talk about locally. I think that's the last thing I had down. Yeah. Congratulations to the Firefly Grill. They are hosting their 20th anniversary bash on a Saturday night. It'll be from 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Unforgettable summer event from 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock. The farm opens for an afternoon and evening filled with food, fire, music, and community. There'll be a live fire throughout the day. May not need that on Saturday, depending on what the rain does. Local vendor village featuring farmers and other craftsmen, raffles and gives away, food and drinks available for purchase, live music throughout the evening, family-friendly games and competitions, dog-friendly atmosphere with puppy menu options. You can't go wrong there. Plenty of space to relax and enjoy a summer evening. No tickets required. Guests are welcome. Drop in and enjoy the celebration. Expect great food, refreshing drinks, and a vibrant community atmosphere. All that's fun. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, yeah. I can get with this one. National Peach Ice Cream Day. When's the last time you had good homemade peach ice cream? This sweetens the summer heat with a few scoops right at the peak of peach season, because peaches begin peaking in July. This celebration arrives at the perfect time. Plus, it lands right in the middle of National Ice Cream Month, making it an excellent time to add a fresh seasonal fruit flavor to your frozen treat rotation. Peaches and dairy share a unique scientific bond. Both contain organic compounds called lactones. Is that right? Lactones, which give their distinct fruity and creamy aromas. This is why they pair together so flawlessly at the chemical level. Peaches and dairy, let's see, both contain, there it is. They wrote it twice. Let's see. Peaches belong to the rose family, by the way, making them close cousins to almonds, plums, and cherries. I had no idea. Some things you can do: invite your friends over for a backyard social, and by all means, make some peach ice cream. While the exact founder of National Peach Ice Cream Day remains a mystery, it was placed on July 17th by some pure culinary genius. It was officially established by President Ronald Reagan in 1984. So there you go. Enjoy National Peach Ice Cream Day. What else is going on today? Actually, let's go to one tomorrow. Not really. You're going to want to have a mouth. You're going to want to drink some water before you do this after eating the peach ice cream. Tomorrow's National Caviar Day. This recognizes a seafood delicacy with roe on toast. The day also raises awareness about the survival of the sturgeon. Caviar is sturgeon fish eggs. The United States led distribution at 600 tons a year until 1900, and then then the sturgeons got over harvested. But they have come back. By 2012, there were 21 sturgeon farms in the U.S. and Canada, and this day serves both as an awareness of sturgeon as well as a celebration of the delicacy. Oh yeah. When's the last time you had caviar? About once a year. Maybe. There was a restaurant in Chicago that my wife and I went to many moons ago, and well, actually not that, probably 3 or 4 years ago, and called the Heritage, and it was a fantastic champagne and caviar joint. If you can make it as a champagne and caviar joint, you're doing pretty good. Let's see what else going on tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. National Woody Wagon Day. This falls on the third Saturday in July. Celebrates the classic automotive icon that defined an era of craftsmanship, family road trips, and surf culture. These wood-paneled vehicles transition from utilitarian workhorses to highly collectible symbols of Americana. And today we honor the history, the owners, and the restoration enthusiasts who keep these rolling pieces of art on the road. I went to that, remember we had Cassie and Joyce on the show a couple of 3 weeks ago talking about the Hoyleton Hofbrau Fest and their car show. Went to that car show on Sunday and had the chicken. By the way, I know I make all kinds of recommendations on this show. Went to the Hoyleton chicken feed on Sunday and looked around the cars, and then ate the fried chicken. Fantastic! They do an incredible job with their fried chicken at Hoyleton. I cannot recommend it highly enough. But that's beside the point. They had the Woody. His car show, a great car show, probably about 200 cars. The winner, the winner was not a Studebaker, but a DeSoto from 1957, and it was fantastic. It was a gold DeSoto, just looked incredible. There were all kinds of just great vehicles there. But National Woody Wagon Day, the origin of the Woody Wagon dates back to the early 20th centuries. During the teens and 20s, car manufacturers built only chassis and mechanical components. Buyers would then use local craftsmen or custom body shops to build the wooden passenger compartments. The Woody Wagon was mostly used to carry passengers and heavy luggage from train depots to local resorts and hotels because of how spacious they were. By the late 20s and 30s, the major automakers like Ford and Chrysler began mass producing the Woody wagon because of the popularity of the vehicle. And to meet demand, Henry Ford purchased his own massive Timberlands in Iron Mountain, Michigan. That's way up there. Iron Mountain is way up there in the UP, in the Upper Peninsula, to supply the high-quality maple and birch needed for Ford's. Is this one a Ford? I think that one is a Ford, isn't it? I can't. I saw the. I got a good look at the front earlier, but yeah, I think that one is a Ford. So yeah, they. Did you know that termites were one of the biggest maintenance issues for the Woody wagon owners? Because early Woodies were made of real maple, birch, and mahogany. The car owner's biggest worry: termites and wood rot. How about that? I had no idea. High maintenance costs using real wood and vehicle depreciation forced automakers to phase out the Woody wagon in the 1950s. A decade later, the vehicles found new life among California surfers as they became permanently intertwined with surf music, beach culture, and the American West lifestyle. Who knew? What do you want to watch on television today? Ladies and gentlemen, Major League Baseball. It's back, full force. On Major League Baseball channel at 6:05, the Dodgers are playing the Yankees in New York. Roki Sasaki versus Garrett Cole. At 7:05, the Twins are at the Cubs. That'll be Taj Bradley versus Colin Ray. That's on Marquee, channel 367. And at 8:40, the Cardinals are out in Arizona, as they will take on the Diamondbacks. Andre Palante starting things out for the Cardinals for the second half, going against Merrill Kelly. It's on St. Louis Network, channel 372. Also, the Open Championship today. Go to channel 270. You'll be there all day long. You can't miss it. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Let's take a quick break. Gonna come back, talk a little bit about that British Open. Back after these.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Just trying to get my ink pen back in my shirt. Okay. I got to tell you, I'm wearing this. I don't know if you can quite see it on your television. This is a green jacket. This is basically for the golf. Is why I'm wearing this one today, because it's the final major of the year. Final major championship of the season is the Open Championship over in England. They call it now the Open Championship. We always used to call it, I guess they've always called it the Open Championship over there, but here in the United States, we've always called it the British Open. Maybe 10 or 15, 20 years ago, folks started calling it the Open Championship, I guess as a nod to the folks over there. They figure they're British, and they had the Open Championship before we had the U.S. Open, so I do what you want. That's fine. But no, I am wearing a green jacket, and this is a real gift for the colorblind kids out there. I do have some colorblind folks who watch the show. Green with reddish orange stripes. You don't get to see it. Sorry about that, but I'm doing you a favor not letting you see it. I was thinking about that beforehand. How many basketball teams or high school sports teams or teams of any kind have you seen with green and orange together? When you come up with one, you let me know. I can't think of a green and orange team. I know that Salem has green mainly with red, and I've seen oranges, but I've never seen a green and orange. So, but just kind of throwing that out. What is going on? Where is this? This is at Royal Birkdale in Southport, England. Royal Birkdale Golf Course. By the way, it doesn't make any sense. Southport, England, I didn't make the picture of it, but Southport, England is up north of Liverpool. So it's about 2/3 of the way from the bottom of England up to Scotland. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, but that's where Royal Birkdale is. Here's the golf course. It is a links style course, and if you've been watching any of it so far, this is kind of an exaggeration. It ain't green. The greens are green. The greens might be green, but the fairways are brown, and I don't guess they've got enough. They've received enough rain over there, or something like that. Either that, or they didn't want enough rain on there because people are skipping the ball around. Later in the show we'll get to who is where folks are playing, how well they're doing. But going into it, here were the odds for the championship to win it. Scotty Scheffler, he won it last year. He was the favorite. He is the favorite again this year, as Rory McIlroy, who doesn't play all that many events anymore, but he still whenever he does play, he is always a top draw, and he pulls a lot of money to him. Tommy Fleetwood there at 14-1. That is Tommy's playing pretty good coming in, but this is his hometown. It's not his home course. He and his dad used to sneak on to this course. That's the funny thing about it. He and his dad would sneak onto this course late at night. In northern England, it gets dark later because it's so far up toward the Arctic Circle. It gets dark. Yeah, they'd go sneaking onto the course as days wore on, and they got kicked off, caught, kicked off, caught, kicked off. But then he turned into a really good golfer, and I think if he applied, they'd probably let him become a member. But those are the big names up there, the big stars. You got John Rahm. Colin Morikawa is in the middle of a nice round, nice first start. There's some other folks that also playing well. Matt Fitzpatrick comes in playing very well. He's the third pick here on now these odds were from Wednesday afternoon. So when you look at them, kind of keep that in mind. Who do you like to see? The other interesting ones to me here, Bryson DeChambeau at 66-1. You've got Patrick Cantlay at 66-1. And then you move to page 2. Brooks Koepka, he is 80 to 1. He's playing in it. He's back in the PGA now, along with other interesting names here. Let's see. Did I skip Thomas Dietrich? Don't know if he's in the top 100 or so, because I'm going about 100. There's Keegan Bradley, Ricky Fowler. Ricky Fowler at 125 to 1. I'm kind of surprised by that. Jason Day, a major champion, at 150 to 1. JJ Spawn and Adam Scott, major champions up there at the top. And then you get into the page 3 of it. No Dietrich yet. I think Dietrich's in one of the 250s. If I went farther down, I'd get to Dietrich. The reason I keep bringing up Dietrich, he's the Illini. He's off to a good start. So fingers crossed for Dietrich. Although I did not put him in my bets this year. Here is another interesting one. You can pick whether you think the winner will be an American, an Australian, an English, or a European winner. Australian, you'd probably be looking at Jason Day or Adam Scott. Yeah, probably that's pretty high. English winner, you're looking most likely at Fleetwood, because the English winner's not going to count Rory. Well, I guess McIlroy would count as an English winner because he's from Northern Ireland. I think it would count. They're part of the UK. Ireland's not. That may not count. It doesn't say UK winner. It says English winner. I like the American winner though at 115. What did the take the points boys choose? Well, Weeze couldn't be bothered. He said he forgot that it was even going this weekend. Lucas, he's got Robert McIntyre at 13 to 1 to win. Top 5 for Bryson DeChambeau. Bryson's playing okay. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. He loves Justin Thomas and Ricky Fowler to get into the top 10. Jamie's got Tommy Fleetwood and Rory McIlroy in the top 10. Note to Jamie, they're both going to have their work cut out for them. I've got the first round scores. I'll show you a little later in the show. And I like Matt Fitzpatrick at 15.51. That was from Circa. And Colin Morikawa at 30 to 1. That's a pretty good. I like mine a lot. Justin Rose, I haven't seen his name. I don't know where he is. And Scotty Scheffler's on about 13th after the first day. I'll show you some scores here in just a little bit. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Let's come back. Let's talk about baseball. Back right after these. Maybe World Cup instead.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mud hole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemonsonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywhite, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacy, or like and follow us on Facebook.
I said baseball first. Let's do that. Makes sense. Let's go ahead and take a look at the baseball season so far. It is the All-Star break, boy. Oh, boy. Was that a stinker of an All-Star game on Tuesday night? My heavens. You really couldn't get as bad a game you thought after that fantastic home run derby, exciting ending of the home run derby on Monday night. I'll get to that in just a second. Here's what the American League looks like going into the All-Star break, as about 94 games into the season, 96 games into the season. In the mid-90s, so just over, right around 60%, almost 60% through the season here. The Rays lead the Yankees, but it's fascinating. The Yankees are still the betting favorite to win both the American League and the AL East, even though they're 3 games behind the Rays right now. I don't know. I don't know why anybody would think that. The White Sox are tied virtually with the Cleveland Guardians. The Guardians are the favorites to win the division there by quite a bit. White Sox, I think, were plus 200 to win the division right now, and I have no idea why. I don't know why it's not close to that. The White Sox are playing well. How about out there out west? You've got the Rangers leading the Mariners by a game and a half, and the Astros are trying to stay relatively close. They're all under 500, or almost all under 500, and the Mariners are the favorite to win. So all 3 favorites to win in the American League in gambling are still out of first place by a combined 8 games. I don't know. I don't bet on baseball. You got to be crazy to bet on baseball. I got a friend who says, yeah, you bet on baseball with a whiskey bottle in one hand and a pistol in the other. You got to be crazy to bet on baseball. Here's the National League. In the National League East, the Braves holding off the Phillies for now. Braves are still the favorites to win the National League East by a bit, but the Phillies are catching up, and they have been playing some great baseball. They've almost caught the Braves. Braves in a bit of a slump. Braves having some issues right now, but I wouldn't be surprised to see the Phillies catch them maybe in the next week or 2, but then see the Braves turn it around and pull it out. We'll see as pitching gets healthier through the course of the rest of the season. Cubs have been playing very well lately. They've picked up a game on the Brewers since the last time we looked at this. Cardinals are just trying to tread water. They're trying to tread water in the Central race. The Brewers are not heavily favored, not heavily enough favored over the Cubs. The Cubs are getting too much respect in the gambling markets. They are. It just doesn't make sense. The Brewers are a better bet. And the Dodgers, they won't even let you bet out west anymore because they have 11.5 game lead and the best team. So, yeah, they're not letting anybody bet on the Dodgers versus the Diamondbacks. How about the wild card? Well, the Yankees have built a pretty good lead in the wild card, so they look like, and this is our first or second look at the wild card this year. Yankees and Guardians have a nice little lead on the Twins and the Mariners. American League wild card, you've just got you've got kind of a bunch of teams around 500 playing for the same, playing in the same puddle. At some point, the puddle's going to dry up, and who knows what's going to happen. And in the National League wild card, the Cardinals had been the third team until last week. So actually, they were the first team just about 2 weeks ago. And the Cubs and the Marlins and the Phillies have all run past the Cardinals. But there's still plenty of time. But you don't want to fall farther behind to make the playoffs. And that's the thing. Cardinals' plans before the season really weren't to make the playoffs anyway. If you look at their games, if you watch their games on TV, nobody's going. They're getting hardly a crowd whatsoever. But that might turn around after what this fella did. Look at there's Jordan Walker wearing the Air Jordans. What's that? The second generation Air Jordans as he hit. And this was at the All-Star Game home run derby, and he ended up winning that derby. He hit 6 home runs in a row to catch Kyle Schwarber to win that derby. Now, it was on Netflix. You had to have Netflix to watch it. I don't know if you have Netflix. I have Netflix. I don't like watching the home run derby. However, I was getting text messages from my friends after the first round saying, hey, Jordan Walker's doing pretty good. He's doing all right. After the second round, hey, Jordan Walker is doing all right. That's when I decided I'd better check it out. And I watched Schwarber hit in the semifinals, and then I watched Schwarber versus Walker in the final. Hey, that was fantastic. I had a good time, and it was the first Cardinal to ever win the home run derby. Did you know they've been doing these home run derbies since like 1989 or 1990? Wow, I am so old. That's over half my life. That's insane. But yeah, they've been doing them for a long time. And it was the first time a Cardinal have won it. And you think about Albert Pujols playing as a Cardinal. You think about Mark McGwire had that at the Boston All-Star game in 1999. He got outdueled. I thought he won it then, but I guess not. So yeah, Walker, here he is with his family, his mom, his grandma, and his sister, along with his dad holding the trophy. The other cool thing, and I think the very coolest thing about the whole home run derby, is that Jordan Walker makes $800,000 a year on his current contract, right? He makes $799,000 a year. So he's getting $500 a game, right? Yeah. No. $5,000 a game, right? Yeah. He won $1 million for winning that tournament, or winning that derby. Double your salary in one night. That's a good night, Jordan Walker, and congratulations. We're going to come back. We're going to talk World Cup now. Back after these words. Here watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, our Take the Points edition. We'll be back in a sec.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, our Take the Points show for this week, talking sports. As have you been watching the World Cup? It ends Sunday. It's all over. It ends Sunday. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. If you have been watching it, it is Spain versus Argentina in the finale. It'll be in New York City. I believe the president's going to be there, going to hand out the trophy. And they play a third place game as well on Saturday. France versus England will be playing in the third place game. The Argentina match was on Wednesday night was fantastic as England led with about 3 minutes to go, and Argentina, Lionel Messi, the world the best player in the world. He made a couple of assists, got a couple of helped lead to a couple of goals in the last seconds, and Argentina just destroys the hopes and dreams of English people. They were about to get to their first final since 1966. Nope. No, sir, says Argentina, the defending champs. And then France, they could not break through against Spain's defense. Spain plays. They've got their mids are just fantastic. France couldn't break through. Here is the gambling for Saturday and Sunday. Now this does not count extra time. This is just if it's stoppage time. So if Spain wins, you get plus 130. If Argentina wins, you get plus 260. And a tie is plus 195. That's the fascinating thing in soccer. 3 different outcomes and the game's not over. You're basically betting in the game, and then you can still keep betting. It's kind of fun. It's actually a pretty good time. Here's some other. Now here are the actual to win the trophy, because the trophy's going to go. Spain is minus 159. Argentina is plus 125. And then you can bet on over and under goals. Actually, there's about 500 different bets you can make. You can bet on whether you think there'll be 3 total goals or not. Or under that. Then you can, the double chance there is that's through the end of, that double chance is for the end of regulation. No, that's, the end of regulation, Spain to win or to be a tie. Then both of them to win, no tie. And then Argentina, no Spain. And then both teams to score, you can bet on that, yes or no. That's pretty fascinating. There's a lot of different options. Here's what the odds from the possibilities from the computers at The Athletic say. They say it ought to be Spain, but is 59% enough? Does that make your gambling right? That makes minus 159 a little bit high. The plus 125 for Argentina seems a lot more in the realm of monetarily making sense. The other one, and here's what we had. Here's what the Take the Points folks did. Me and Weeze, we both picked Spain before the tournament, and Lucas and Jamie are out on that one. We both had Lamine Yamal winning the Golden Boot, or probably the Ballon d'Or, which is the best player in the tournament. He has a chance. If Spain wins, it's either going to be him or this one other guy. And if Yamal has a fantastic last game, you never know. Kylian Mbappe is who Jamie had picked. He still has a chance to win, depending if he plays on Saturday. I doubt he plays, but we'll see. The most fascinating thing, though, about this matchup is that Lamine Yamal, when he was 6 months old, his family lived in Barcelona, and that's where Messi played. He played for Barcelona in the Spanish league for 15 years, and he was the world's best player back then. They did a charity calendar. This is Lionel Messi giving Lamine Yamal a bath when Lamine Yamal was 6 months old. You can't make this kind of stuff up. Messi, it was a charity calendar. It was a charity calendar they sold for charity, and who knew that 18 years later that Yamal would be playing against Messi for the World Cup, for the World Championship? I didn't know. It's fascinating to me how these weird things work. Who knows? It's fantastic. Hope you have a good time Sunday watching it. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to have a ball. Let's take one more quick break. Got 2 or 3 other things I wanted to chat about today, and including, I mentioned we're going to talk a little bit more about that Effingham jam. I'm going to do that right now because I am a judge. Back after these.
This is Christy inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Guten Tag, Damen und Herren. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm Bruce. As I told you I was going to mention to you how the Open Championship is doing through the first round. Through the first round, I can. Here is the top of the leaderboard. That Jackson Suber is an American. He's in first place. He is 5 under for the first round. And I got to tell you, I know absolutely nothing about Jackson Suber. I could sit here and lie to you all day long and tell you that guy was my pick. No, he was not. How about up there at fourth place, though, tied for fourth, Thomas Dietrich. Now, if you've been watching this show for a while, I always bet on Thomas Dietrich. I bet on him every major. I usually have him like to finish in the top 20. I didn't do that this time. Silly me. The Illini product is in the top 5. How about that? Love to see him do well. Also, look, Alex Smalley, he double bogeyed, number 18 to finish at -3. He would have been -5. You've got the Scottish man, Robert McIntyre. I think Lucas had him on his sheet. Cameron Young in there. Henrik Stenson, he's won a British Open before in the top 15 or so. Let's take a look at the second page of the leaderboard. There's where Scotty Scheffler is, also tied for 13th, 3 back of the leader. Colin Morikawa, he bogeyed the last hole to be tied for 13 as well. And then you've got some other names you might know. There's Tommy Fleetwood. He's in negative numbers, and John Rahm in negative numbers. So some of the top names doing pretty well. Where did I thought DeChambeau? There he is. DeChambeau finished at -3. The odd thing about DeChambeau is that folks were wondering if there was going to be the Bryson Slam this year, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. People were betting on the Bryson Slam, which was the Bryson DeChambeau was going to miss the cut at all 4 majors this year. He missed the cut at the first 3. He looks like he's going to make it here at Royal Birkdale, barring a tremendously bad day tomorrow. But we'll see about that. Yeah, no Bryson Slam. How about Rory McIlroy? He didn't make that page. He got a birdie on 18th to finish at +2. That's 85th place. That would not make the cut. It's at the Open, it's top 70 and ties. So good luck to Rory on Friday. And again, that's all on channel 270. If you're looking for it, it'll be channel 270 on your TV. Thank you so much for paying attention. What else is going on? The Blues schedule came out for 26-27. And I'm just showing you this to show you there's a lot of games, and hockey has officially they've gone to an 84-game schedule, and the schedule is a week longer than baseball. Wow, that's a long schedule. That's 6.5 months regular season schedule for hockey. I love the Blues, but man, that's a lot of games. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. Yeah, that's fantastic. The other thing I was talking about, Effingham Jam barbecue competition is tomorrow. I am a judge. I've been named a judge. I am very proud of that, and I take it very seriously. I read and I work on try to get the Kansas City Barbecue Society stuff and how to judge it. Here are some fancy. They're doing chicken thighs tomorrow. The chicken thighs, if you can see it, are the 6 ones on the outside. This was presented as a chicken box with wings in the middle and thighs outside. That is what you're going to need, folks. That is a nearly perfect box of chicken thighs of presentation. And presentation is 20%, 25% of the thing. Okay, there's the chicken thighs. How about pork? Well, they're doing pork, pulled pork, so this doesn't quite match it, but the middle is pretty close to a pulled pork. It's they're taking that off the big fancy muscle in the middle. And then also, I'm just throwing this in because that is a good-looking rib, and yeah, that's what we're looking at these shows. And again, that is a fantastic looking box of chicken thighs. Chicken thighs is the plan tomorrow. Tonight. I can't wait. Effingham Jam. Go downtown, Effingham, enjoy it. It's going to be a good time. Thank you all so much for tuning in to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Got a bunch of new shows next week. I think we're going to start getting the football coaches in, and Lynn Wells will be here next week as well. Have a great day. See y'all real soon.